We're less than 2 weeks away from Election Day. In Manatee County, 8 school board candidates are battling out for 3 seats. We've introduced you to the candidates from Districts 2 and 4 tonight. The focus is on District 5, and ABC 7's Jess Dowdrick is with us to talk about the candidates. Jess.
Alan, there are 2 candidates in this race, incumbent John Colon and his challenger, James Golden. Incumbent Manatee County School Board member John Colon has lived in Manatee County for 20 years. He was on the State Board of Education when Governor Rick Scott asked him to instead take a seat on Manatee County's school board. Former school board member Dr. Mary Cantrell had passed away, and Colon took her seat.
I think I'm making a difference. I think that's very important. I think there's no more important resource to us here in Manatee County than our children.
His challenger is James Golden, a 25-year Manatee County resident and 2-term former Bradenton City Councilman. Golden has run for school board twice in the past, but says this time is different.
I am concerned about the relationship between the current board members and the animosity that seems to exist. I'm concerned that we're getting ready to go through some serious concerns moving forward, chief among them to replace our superintendent.
Golden's competitor has some high standards for the next superintendent.
I would prefer not to have a superintendent that feels that they're so above it that it's beneath them to go to a football game, a basketball game, a baseball game. Our students need to see role models. Our students need to know that the superintendent is engaged with them.
Speaking of role models, Golden feels the current school board members have acted like quite the opposite.
Concerns me because it does not demonstrate a unified approach to solving the educational problems of the community. The second thing is that it sets a bad example for the children.
With decades of financial experience as a bond broker, Colon is proud of his contribution of bringing the district's bond rating from what he calls junk to an A rating since he's been on the board.
That's been critical because now we can do our short-term borrowing that's necessary and get a much better rating for our bonds, which means we spend less money, which means we can take the money we have that we get from taxes and pay our teachers.
If elected, Golden is committed to getting law enforcement officers back in every school.
And the value of one child's life can't be compared to the cost of protecting every child's life. The adage that my grandmama taught me is that you get what you pay for.
Both candidates sure that they're the right vote.
We're moving in the right direction, and we really want to keep that momentum going.
But if you think that we can do better, if you think that we do have an opportunity to make more improvement than we've already made, I think that I would be a better steward of carrying that forward.
Election Day is just 12 days away. That's on August 28th.
Jess, thank you. One candidate is here. The other doesn't want to debate. In a moment, which one wasn't afraid to tango at the trapezoid?